Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is actually my second week on the Carnivore Diet, and I just wanted to give you guys a little update on how it's going for me. I know there's a lot of carnivore content out there, but everybody seems to be having a very different experience. Not very different, but I figured I would just fill you in on a couple things that I didn't read about that I'm noticing in myself. One of the big things is that I did read this. It helps with addiction. You know, like let's say you've got addiction to alcohol or cigarettes or something like that. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do enjoy drinking beer. You know, it could be. I guess it's been slowing down over the years, but it's still, you know, nightly, a few beers, something like that, just to unwind. That's what I tell myself anyway. So I've noticed that there's been a reduction in the cravings. You know, I'm not really craving a beer all that much, so I didn't have one all week. And I'm not so sure if it's the diet itself. I'm not sure if it's the diet itself that's making the difference, or if it's just my commitment to the diet. I really want this to work. I want to try this. You know, I want to see how I feel on full carnivore. And so I'm not really sure what the main reason for me slowing down my alcohol consumption is, but either way it's working, so I figured I would share. But I did have a cheat day. I had a cheat day on Sunday. I was swimming in the pool, and I figured, hey, you know what? Before I got in the pool, I took my son to a Mexican restaurant, and I got him a chicken quesadilla, and I said, screw it, I'm going to get a mango milkshake. We're in South Florida, so I don't know. I can't live without a milkshake or ice cream every once in a while. That's not living. So yeah, I had a cheat day. I had the milkshake, and I had a big old burrito. You know, and it had lettuce, it had beans, it had rice, it had all the stuff, all the fixings in it. Hot salsa. Oh man, it was so good. 1 second. It was a good burrito. It was very good. I gorged myself. I felt all right afterwards, except, you know, like the just over full feeling, you know. I got back to the house, jumped in the pool, and said, hey, screw it, I'm going to have a couple of beers. And I never noticed this before. I think you know, but because I cut out the sugar, it's like if you cut off alcohol, you're like, or you cut off, I don't know, you cut off smoking cigarettes, or you cut off smoking weed, or you cut off drinking alcohol, your tolerance goes down, or something. I'm not so sure how to explain this, but I've never noticed that beer. I've never noticed how sweet beer is. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's because there's just no sugar in my diet that I'm so much more sensitive to any kind of carbohydrates. But the first sip, I had a Coors Light, and then I had some like Pilsner from Aldi. They have there some Werns and Grugenfegen. I'm not sure. I forget what it's called. Werner's is what it says on the can, but it's a lot longer than that. The first sip of that Coors Light was sweet, and every sip I took after that, it had a sweetness to it, and I'd never noticed that before. In like what's it been, like, no, not 20 years, 15 plus years of drinking. I never noticed there was a sweetness to beer. And again, maybe it's not, maybe there isn't, maybe it's just because I'm more sensitive to carbohydrates. So I just figured I would share this with you guys and let you know a little weird, funky thing that I noticed on this carnivore diet. Otherwise, I'm feeling great. I mean, I feel good. I'm keeping track of my weight. I think I've lost a little bit of weight, which I don't really want to do, but I'm also exercising quite a bit. So I'm just sort of, what I did was upped my intake, my protein and fat intake, and maybe if I need be, I'll have to start supplementing with something, maybe drinking more milk, whatever the case. Some people argue milk's not carnivore because it's got sugar in it. That's okay. I think it's an animal product, and man, I love milk. And it's dairy, it's an animal product. I'm all right with it. If it gets in the way, maybe I'll cut it out for a while and see what happens. All right, guys, thanks for sticking through this video. Hope you guys have an excellent day. Catch you later.